everybody's confident that Chelsea is going to beat Leicester, which is very, very risky.
Sanchez in post, Gusto, Fofana, Koro.
Noni Madueke, Cole Palmer, Pedro Neto, and of course, Nicholas Jackson.
Football is back from international break. Amazing, stuff in the AFCON qualifiers, as well as, the UEFA Nations League as well. We've seen some of our players, Chelsea players, do amazing stuff over there as well. And, but then the most exciting part is that Premier League is back and Chelsea is back. There have been some amazing, conversations around injuries and no injuries and all of that, as well as our game against Leicester tomorrow, early kickoff. We'll be right here to bring you the review as well. But this is the preview of the game. As usual, I have my man GH Armando in the building.
Yeah.
Right, guys, my name is Prince Amdan. Welcome to the channel. If you're watching for the first time, please hit the subscribe button, smash the like button. Let us know where you are watching from, which part of Africa you are watching from. This is Chelsea Fans Africa headquarters right here in Africa. Right. First of all, this is a preview of the Chelsea-Leicester game.
Yeah.
But then, first of all, we haven't been playing for a week or two now.
Yeah.
So let's look at, though we've done a video about the injury situations we have at camp, but now Enzo Maresca released his pre-match press conference, and then he spoke about injuries and other stuff. Let's have a conversation around them. I understand Reece James is the only player so far we are sure is out. Yeah. But then others are, 50-50. He clearly said he cannot say until probably they train today as well. And I don't know how that makes you feel. Do you think that there are some, important concerns? Are they really scary?
Well, for me, I think it is scary, especially with regards to Reece James. But even before we come to Reece James, I think Romeo Lavia
as well
is 50-50.
50-50,
And of course, Jadon Sancho, he's not
100%
whether he will start or not.
Right.
So aside them, I don't think we have any more concerns.
Issue, right.
Yes. So hopefully, Lavia will be ready. Hopefully, because even if not Sancho, but Lavia, I hope he should be ready, or he will be ready for the game tomorrow.
But Enzo is available. Caicedo is available.
Yeah, I know why I'm saying this.
Why are you insisting that Lavia has to be fit for this game?
All right, so for the reason why I said that, I listened to the press conference, and Enzo Maresca, most of his press conferences, he talks about balance.
Right.
Balance. He talks about it a lot, especially in his press conferences.
Right.
And when he means balance, is that it is important to him. The balance in the team is very, very important to him. As much as he loves to have the ball, he would love to have control of the game. He's also aware that any moment Chelsea loses possession, we have to get back to a shape. We have to hustle the ball back, regain possession very quickly. And without the balance he's looking for, it is going to be difficult for the team. So that is why Enzo Fernandez, who Chelsea bought about 120.
Why did you have to put how much you bought?
220 euros is on the bench.
Bassett, he's scratching
I'm not. Yeah, you get me.
Right.
That is why a player of that quality in Enzo Fernandez is sitting on the bench, and Romeo Lavia is playing alongside Caicedo. The balance in the team is very, very important to him. So he talks about it a lot. And of course, when we talk about balance, it's not only the midfield. Look at where Madueke, Cole Palmer, and sometimes Pedro Neto, as the front three ahead of the two. There's balance in there as well. They ask him, why is it that Joao Felix is not getting any time in the Premier League? Even we talked about it that last season he wasn't getting playing time as Barcelona, but he started 18 games.
Right.
And overall he played about 30 matches for Barcelona. That means he played a lot. But now he's in Chelsea, but he's not getting playing time, especially in the Premier League. He answered that he loved Joao Felix. He loves the boy, and he should be patient. His time is coming, but he's looking at the balance in the team. He would have loved to play him and Cole Palmer in the same game, but with that, they will not be balanced in the team. And if he keeps on talking about it, that means it is very important to him. He can't risk, Chelsea love to have possession of the game. So if you have possession of the game, definitely you play up front and you leave spaces behind. So he's very careful with his team shape and all that. So for me, I think that is why I also mentioned that I would love to see Romeo Lavia very fit 100% for this game.
Right. He also mentioned that probably in the future we might be seeing that Cole Palmer and João Felix pair. I mean, going forward.
Yeah. So that will depend on certain matches. Right. He will definitely will maybe allow Cole Palmer to play at the right wing where Madueke is always at, because journalists ask him that why don't you push Cole Palmer to the right wing and then allow Joao Felix to play at the 10 role. He tells them it's just the same thing. Noni Madueke without the ball, he's doing very well in terms of recovery and all that. He helps the right back a lot. Cole Palmer wouldn't be able to do that. And then the same thing applies to Mudryk at right wing. Pedro Neto is much better defensively than Mudryk. Then that's why you see Pedro Neto always plays ahead of Mudryk. He can't possibly risk that balance in the team. So it is very, very important to him. So for me, I think maybe in the future, the nature of some matches would allow him to actually, play both of them.
Right. And should we actually be having issues playing a team like Leicester, even if we don't have our best team at play? Well, should it be a big problem?
For me, I think yes.
What's your reason?
It is the Premier League, my brother. The Premier League is very tricky so. Do you know that this week, the weekend, the matches that pundits and of course those who are into football analysis and all that, they have added this Chelsea match to maybe one of the surprises that could happen in the weekend.
Well, maybe because of certain,
first of all,
factors.
Early kickoff.
Right.
It's always very dangerous. The early kickoffs. Second of it all, everybody's confident that Chelsea is going to beat Leicester, which is very, very risky. Most of the time, we'll see that in matches, and then I
don't think that.
Yes, I know.
I don't think.
Likewise, Leicester City are not themselves at the moment.
Right.
They've lost some key players, which will definitely affect them. Fatayi Saku is one of them, our own brother, and of course, Bonante, that right wing player who is always one of their best players in the team, is also suspended for this game. Jordan Ayew is not 100%. I think they will live with Mavrodidi and then Vardy up front to give them the magic. So it will be difficult for them. But let's be conscious going into this game, especially.
No, I understand. But for me, the point I always make is that every player who finds your way into Chelsea should be ready. For anything.
Yeah, I agree.
And I always feel that once you are a Chelsea player, or once you have the quality to be a Chelsea player, I don't think you cannot play anywhere. Once you are in the squad, I think if a player is not out, a player should be able to replace and play very well.
I agree.
So that is the point I'm making.
It is important. Right. It is very, very important. But you see, most of these coaches look at not only by the advantages he has.
Right.
What are the possibilities that if I lose this player, if I lose his quality, will I be able to get another player who actually step up to hit that quality that I've always seen from that player? It's very difficult. People actually, or fans, I, myself and you, that we've been talking about Nkunku and Jackson. But it is obvious that without the ball, what Jackson does is so important to Enzo Maresca that we all know that Nkunku wouldn't be able to do that. Off the ball,
right?
The hard work Jackson does. It's very important.
No,
to
but
the team.
I also feel that it is how the coach handle each player. You don't expect every player
Right.
to play the same.
Exactly.
So as a coach, you should know that if you are playing an Nkunku, you should know what to do to augment for the strength of Nicholas Jackson.
Yeah.
That is my point. No, and Nicholas Jackson cannot also do what Nkunku does.
Yeah.
No one player can do what the other does. But it depends on the system you are playing.
Exactly,
It depends on what you have available and how you can, make things work on paper. So I feel that in as much as
I like when you said what you have available.
yes, so in as much as we feel that we have some players that can do certain things that the coach wants. Without those players, the coach should still be able to find a way to still get results. Yesterday, I watched a video and somebody was making a narrative. If you add 5 plus 5, it's 10. 9 plus 1,
It's 10.
it's 10. 8 plus 2, it's 10.
Yeah.
But all of them leads you to what? To one result, which is 10.
Yeah.
So it shouldn't always be a 5 plus 5 that gives you a 10.
I get you.
You get the point I'm making.
Yeah.
So, and for me, that is what I've always been talking about. Yes, he himself have come out to tell us how big or how, deep the Chelsea squad is. So I don't think we should be having issues. If, a top player is not around, at least we should be able to, especially in Leicester.
I get you 100%, but what I want to actually make open is that,
Right.
remember, Chelsea is actually trying to build something up.
Right.
And we need the resource.
Yeah, no, that's what
We
I'm saying.
need resource
That's one.
more than any experiment.
Then if we cannot, it means that if we cannot use the squad depth that we have, it means that we don't actually have a squad.
We are using them. I think he's using
No, but that's
them
the point
perfectly.
I'm making. So if he's using them, then I don't think we should have a problem if Lavia or another key player is not there.
I get you.
You
But
get the point I'm
what I
making.
want you to understand is that in the Premier League, we actually need resources
No, that's what I'm
to
saying.
step to be able to reach a certain level before we now see that we are okay. We can now risk some decisions.
That's
But
what I'm saying.
At the moment, whatever we have to do, we need the consistency. So at a point in time, I tend to agree with Enzo Maresca that we need stability in the team. Let's keep getting results after results. That is where we'll get our confidence back. That's where we'll get the team back together. That results we tend to get all the time will help the team to grow.
But that would also come to head the team sometimes, because if a player is not fit and you want to play that player because the player is what's the name? You have to get that consistency. It's going to bite the team. Look at our last game. Lavia wasn't himself for a long period in the game. You get the point I'm trying to make. So it's possible that they have indications that he wasn't fit. But because of what he's able to do, they prefer to play a half-fit Lavia. And we all saw that we didn't enjoy his game on that game.
Yeah.
That's the point I'm trying to make. I'm not saying that the coach should this week play like a different team, next week play a different team. But then he should be trying to,
fuse them.
Exactly. Find a way to, sometimes you don't always get what you want. There are times that you won't have that consistent thing, not by your making or by their making.
Yeah.
But that is how things will be.
It happens.
So are you waiting for that time to come? Then you won't know what to do. So I'm not saying he shouldn't like make a consistent team.
Yeah.
But you would agree with me that in as much as the first 11 are quality, we also have some top quality on the bench.
Yeah.
And these guys are also eager to, show what they can do. So I feel that there are some games that, he can try something just to see how that thing. And that is why we have, different ways of going about things. If you try and it's not really going, you can change things.
Yeah.
You get it. But I don't like a coach who want to stick to one formula, even if things are not going. But then that formula, you have to work with it. you can always try to spice things a little bit, change things.
Yeah, that's
to
true.
To make things,
I think,
especially when we have, top players all over.
Of course, your point is well
Right,
made, and I think it would have been important.
Right.
But like I just said, I understand the coach very well. He just need the results at the moment.
Right. Let's see. Let's hope that we don't find ourselves in a situation where things will get to that level. But I mean, Leicester, Chelsea. As you said, both sides. Well, I think Chelsea is rather better because Leicester has lost some key players in their squad, and that is going to really affect them. What do you see happening in this game against Leicester?
Well, definitely, it's not it's a mismatched match because if you look at the power Chelsea have now, Leicester City is way below. So for me, it should be a good game and a good result for Chelsea. Like no matter who is able to start that game. So I don't see much of a problem. Leicester will be to a Chelsea. If you look at the head-to-head, it explained everything. Chelsea is way better. I mean,
way ahead.
Yes, it's been Chelsea all over the years. So for me, I think it won't be a big problem if Chelsea go into this game with sort of the mentality that they have always shown in the past games against Leicester City. So for me, I think Chelsea will have a good game. Yeah.
Right. And I mean, just as you said, Leicester has only been able to manage a win in their last 5 games against Southampton, and the rest are losses and then a draw against Ipswich. So I think generally, if you look at, if you compare the two teams, I mean, regardless, Chelsea, whether players are fit or not, Chelsea is more of a heavyweight than Leicester City, a newly promoted side and all of that. But as you said, sometimes these teams are really coming out with their all, and they can, and that is if we don't take our chances very well and we allow them to take their chances first. It might change the fortunes of the game. But I feel that the euphoria and then the excitement, I mean, around the club, with regards to their plan alone would dominate or would help us to be able to take advantage of our chances and win this game comfortably, because where we are at the moment is exciting. I mean, 3rd position, and this is a lesser game or a less easy game for us, or a more easy game for us to be able to get another 3 points to push us, and then hoping that probably when tougher matches come, we'll be able probably to manage a draw. Even if we lose, it wouldn't affect us too much. So I think that this is a game we should go all out and then win as well. But let me see your first your starting 11 for this game.
Well, it's definitely going to be Sanchez, even though I'm not really a fan of him. Yes,
Petrovic should come.
Yes, Petrovic should come. I think we need that high standard goalkeeper.
And do you think we'll be going into the market in January
for a goalkeeper? No, I don't think so. I really don't see that happening. I'm not sure.
All right.
Shocking. Before I move on, but a very shocking statistics that came over a few days ago is that Kepa Arrizabalaga actually made more lesser errors leading to goals in his whole career.
Really?
Yeah, in his whole career than Sanchez did this season alone.
Wow.
Shocking,
Wow. And we said Kepa was
good. So sometimes this thing is actually so confusing. But definitely he will be in the post. Right back, my man is gone again.
Reece is out.
Reece James, like we love him, but truth must be told.
You can't cheat nature.
Over.
You can't cheat nature.
It's over for him because you see, everybody love him, and then now I believe that it's because of the respect every Chelsea fans have for him. We would have been calling for his head, but because we love him, he's been at the club since he was 8. Went all the way to winning the Champions League, and he was very instrumental in that. And now his body won't allow him to do anything. His body won't allow him.
Right.
The hamstrings is dead. And he has to accept that. It happens in football where you are picking up and your body breaks down.
Yeah.
It definitely will affect you. So for me, I think it's one of these things that is happening to Rhys James at the moment. And we only wish him well. But for me, I think it's done. We are sorry, but
Yeah.
it's absolutely crazy.
Well, he said he'll be back.
Yeah,
Let's see.
He'll be back, but will he be able to stay? So that's the question.
I mean, and you make mention of consistency.
Exactly.
When it keeps happening like this, it ends up affecting the flow of the team and all of that. But I mean, thank God we have other players who can.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Deputies who can work around.
I think we are lucky to have Malo Gusto. And
Gusto around.
yes, anybody, the person who scouted Malo Gusto must be commended. He did Chelsea a lot. Remember, we would have been talking about how are Chelsea going to cope without Rhys James. That topic would have been all over.
Right.
But now we don't care.
Right. But don't you think that would have given the young right back a champion, right?
It would have been difficult. He's still very, very young.
But now his age doesn't.
I know.
Probably that would have given him a reason to level up.
Even Malo Gusto, we know he's doing very well, but sometimes
he makes mistakes.
Right.
But that's what I'm saying.
But the pressure that boy would have been under would have been massive.
But regardless, you just have to give him the opportunity to see what he'll be able to do. Sometimes when we think that because he is still not or he's still young, he will not be able to do it. We tend not to be fair to the player, because at the end of the day, yes, he's young, but just give him the opportunity.
He needs some more experience. He needs some more.
That's what I'm saying. How is he
going to
get that experience?
He has to go for loans. Remember, Rhys James himself has to go for several loans spells before he'll be able to.
What if Chelsea gives him the opportunity?
It's going to be difficult. The name itself, Chelsea, the pressure on it is different. It's different.
Well, let's see.
It's very different. So for me, I don't see it being a problem for Chelsea at right back. Malo Gusto is absolutely amazing, and he'll be able to handle it. I think we are okay even without Rhys James. At centre back, I'll have Wesley Fofana and Levi Colwill as well as usual. And at left back, Mark Cucurella. Cucurella will be at my left back. And the midfield, hopefully, Lavia's back. But I don't really think, even if he's back, even though he trained yesterday with the team, but 100% I'm not sure. So I'll definitely not risk him. So I'll start Enzo Fernandez and Moses Caicedo. At right wing, I know that's not what I want, but Madueke will still be there. In the middle, I have Cole Palmer, and at left, I'll have Pedro Neto. If Sancho is ready 100%, I'll start him, and then Pedro Neto will be at the right wing. But I'm not sure he'll start Sancho right after his comeback. But at striking, I definitely will go with Jackson. So that's what So Sanchez, Malo Gusto, Fofana, Levi Colwill, Mark Cucurella, Enzo Fernandez, and Moses Caicedo. Noni Madueke, Cole Palmer, Pedro Neto, and of course, Nicholas Jackson.
So I think I'll go with Sanchez in post, Gusto, Fofana, Colwill, Cucurella at the left. I think for me, I would rest Lavia as well. Caicedo and Fernandez will play in the middle. Cole Palmer will play at the 10 position. I'll play João Felix at the right, Neto at the left, and Jackson up front. Yeah, that's my 11, because I don't want any messing around with Madueke anymore. And hopefully he ups his game. But funny enough, when he goes to the England national team, I think his performance is a bit different.
Yeah,
he's more on fire than when he's playing for Chelsea.
Well, in the national team, there's no consistent. Which is the word? You have to be complacent.
Right.
He knows they have quality there, and this is his opportunity to prove himself.
Right.
But at Chelsea, he feels relaxed.
Yeah.
He feels very, very relaxed. I'm the one, after all. You get me?
Right.
So I think that's the difference.
Right. I think what's your prediction for the game?
3-1 for Chelsea.
3-1. Right. Okay, guys. For me, I'm going to predict a 2-0 for Chelsea against Leicester City. And let us know what you think in the comment section as well. And then, so subscribe to the channel if you're watching for the first time. Smash the like button and let us know where you're watching us from. We'll see you in the next one. Peace. We out.